morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this is. This is Takes and Tutties brought to you by Tubbs and Frankie. How you guys doing? Just trying to set the record real quick. Hey, it was a great weekend, folks. This week we got same thing as always. I'm not even going to run through the whole thing. Frankie's got roulette this week. But hey, we were in person this weekend. Why don't you go ahead and tell them about it?
We were in person. Last second, I got an invite to go to the MSU game. I know you had mentioned it last week that you were going to MSU versus OSU. So I got that invite. Super excited. Decided, you know what? It's a free ticket. I can gamble on it. Why not? So I went. It was
cold.
It was okay.
No, it wasn't. It was a blast.
Well, yeah, the game itself was not grand. Right. Granted, I wasn't cheering for anybody other than the live under. But no, it was fun to get out there. We got a little juice in our system early in the morning, so we were going all day. It was a long day. And then Sunday was just same old.
Yeah, man. Frankie got to town on Friday, so we went out to the bar. Hit some bets, man. I hit Rutgers. You live bet the under in that as well, and that hit, correct?
Yep.
And then you live bet MLB, and it hit as well, correct?
Yeah, I don't remember what I live bet, but something.
And then we both lost on Nevada, went to bed, got up real early, and just drank all day. Went to the game. It was fucking awesome. I got home, and I was very tired. I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm like, you know what? I'm still buzzing a little bit. I might as well place a stupid parlay. So I put in a parlay. It was like, I think it was plus 500, and it hit. When I woke up, I took a nap, woke up around 2 a.m., and I was like, oh, shit, my parlay hit. So that was sweet. Hey, locks and long shots, man. I don't want to say anything, but your boy Tubbs is fucking hot. I've hit my last 3, and guess what? I've got 2 this week for you. So last week we hit the over in the MSU-OSU game. It actually was a little shaky, but it hit. Late touchdown by MSU, covered it. Appreciate that, folks. But this week we've got 2. The first one is Bama minus 7.5 against Tennessee on the road at Tennessee. Now
is
I know
Bryce
you're thinking.
Back?
I know you're thinking, Jake. That's kind of a stupid bet. Bama just looked like shit at home. They're probably gonna have their backup quarterback go again. But I want you to listen to me real quick. You know that Nick Saban is just running these guys through the mud this week. They're going to be pissed. They don't want to do it again. They're going to go out. They're going to show out. They win by at least 14. I guarantee it. I'll probably have an alternate spread as well. And then, hey, if Bryce Young comes back, it's just cherry on the cake. You know what I mean?
I'm nervous for you for that. Tennessee looks fucking amazing.
Fuck Tennessee. They are so overrated, just like Washington when none of you would listen
They
to me.
destroyed LSU on the road last week.
Do you know how shitty LSU is? They're butt, too.
LSU was number
ranked.
25.
Oh, they're ranked. Holy fuck. Dude, after 11, rankings don't matter. I don't give a shit.
Name a stadium that's much harder to play at than LSU.
You think those LSU fans were into it? They know they're garbage.
Yes, they're ranked.
This isn't what you do when I say a lock. You don't get to
fight. They were
fight
4-1.
I don't give a fuck. They were 25, and they were 25 because they knew that they were going to fucking lose. So
I just think you're not giving.
Listen,
Tennessee the credit they deserve.
No, they've made me some money, but I don't give a shit. Bama's going to come out. They're going to roll. I'm getting that at plus 100 too. I already put it in because it's going to go up. It's going to go up to minus 10 by game time, and we're going to.
I don't think it will.
See you next week. I had a second one just because I saw this line and I said, "Huh?" Vikings minus 3 versus the Dolphins. I believe they're on the road, but it doesn't fucking matter. Who do the Dolphins have at quarterback? Some nobody? What is it?
Well, I mean, Tua could be back soon.
What's his name? Tua hasn't even resumed football activity. He's not playing this week, guaranteed. Teddy Two Gloves just got fucking railed too. We'll talk about that later. So what's that guy's name? His name was something stupid. I was pissed.
It was like Thompson.
No. His first name. It was like a fruity name. Skyler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Skyler Thompson, right?
Skyler ain't doing shit for me. Give me the Vikings minus 3 all day. So that's my second lock. I'll see you next week. We won 5 in a row. Take me to. I'm 10-8 right now, by the way, total.
I hate both your locks this week.
I don't know how you can hate the Vikings after what you just saw the Dolphins do versus the Jets.
Yeah,
how can you hate
what
on
the Vikings did against the Bears?
I didn't watch that game, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, the Bears
They're
defense is underrated.
23-3, and they. No.
I don't give a shit.
They won 29-22.
Listen, are you going to interrupt all my shit?
Just saying your picks.
Because I'll interrupt all your shit, too.
That's
I
fine.
want to hear it. You took the Lions last week. Just kidding. I agreed with that. That was a good bet. Long shots here. A little disappointing. We recorded last week. For those that listened, you heard I was very confident in my long shot hitting of under 62. And it didn't. About an hour after we wrapped up recording, I went upstairs, made some dinner, and then, Judge hit it to lead off the game.
The best part was every time we talked about it for the last couple episodes, like we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and you're like, under 61.5. And then that night he hit 61. We're like, well, shit. Didn't hit anything for a week. Then we talked about it last week, and we're like, dude, he's only got like 3 games to go. This might hit.
No, it was 2
hour
when we
later.
were recording. They had the doubleheader that day. They already had one done when we started recording. And then the second one was starting right when we wrapped up. And I literally 5 minutes after.
Hits a home run.
It wasn't even an hour. It was literally like 5-10 minutes. And he let it
Well, but
off.
it was like an hour after we said it. We talked about it.
Oh, yeah. So that was a loss. But we did hit my parlay last week. I took OSU spread in the over. So that takes me to 6-8 on my long shots, which isn't bad. I already added in my KD loss there. So, yeah, I'm actually 6-8. Now, this week, I got a special one for you folks. I don't think this is hitting, but I saw somebody do it on TikTok, and I decided I want to make one as well because it's so much fun. So it's called the spider lay, okay? Now, why is it a spider lay? Because it's 8 fucking legs, and it's just so much fun to build this. And I'm gonna draw a spider. I'm gonna make it in like paint or something, and I'll put all my locks on there, and then I'll cross each leg out, and we'll get that spider on the ground by the end of Sunday. So here it is, real quick. I'm just gonna be real quick. Commanders money line on Thursday against the Bears. Love it. Vikings -3 against the Dolphins, of course. Then we've got Michigan money line against Penn State. Nervous. Kansas +8 against Oklahoma. That's a lock. Texas -16.5 against Iowa State.
Love that.
Central Michigan -13. I just threw that one in there because Central has made me some money lately, so I didn't even look into the teams at all. Then we've got Buffalo,
13's a good betting
Massachusetts.
number.
Absolutely. Buffalo, Massachusetts over 47. Massachusetts, but Buffalo's going to score 57. And then we cap it off with Maryland -11.5 against Indiana. I mean, with Tua throwing up gang signs and probably mumbling to himself and wandering, I think his brother has to show out for his boy. He's going to dedicate the game to him, and he's going to go out there and win by 3 scores. So that's our spider lay.
It's a long shot for a reason.
That's like the longest shot we've had yet. Honestly, like the odds on that are going to be atrocious.
It's got to be pretty close to the consistency parlay.
It'll be higher than the consistency, guaranteed. 8 legs,
Yeah,
and they're all
it's going to be
they're
higher,
all close
but
to like -110.
Yeah, it'll be close.
So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna tweet that out. Probably I'll tweet it out Thursday morning with the odds and everything, just because I know it's a lot. But I'm gonna hammer it, and hopefully it hits. That'd be pretty sweet.
Kind of shocked your trust in Carson Wentz.
I am too, but I wanted to have a Thursday night bet in there, and my Curtis Samuel receptions thing has kind of died off now. They adjusted. I think it was at like 6.5, which is atrocious. So I just decided, fuck it. Bears suck. I'm taking the Commanders. I could have, but what if these two teams just go out there and show
It's also
out?
at 38.5, so.
Yeah, so I like what I got. And then, hey, if the Commanders lose, then it's dead on Thursday. I don't even have to sweat it all day on Saturday. So
That's true. Well, is Central or Buffalo either of those games?
that might be a Friday nighter. That might be a Friday nighter. And honestly, Buffalo, Massachusetts might be Wednesday. I should look into that. With Maction, you know?
I'm also pulling it up right now. Because, that would be a MAC game. MAC tends to play those weird Wednesday night games. Central is Saturday.
Yep, they're both Saturday.
Buffalo is Saturday.
We're set.
All right. So my locks, it was an all right week. Kind of a weird week. So Falcons, I told you the +8.5 was too many points. It actually jumped because no Patterson, no Pitts last week. It jumped up to 11 points against the Bucs. I thought it was dead, just absolutely dead. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ride. And they got the nice backdoor cover. I think they only lost by 6. So we hit the early opening line, and we hit the closing line. Pretty nice. And then I had the Lions over. For once, the Lions offense wasn't wasn't the solution this week. So
we'll talk about it later. You can save that. I got something to say.
Yeah, it was bad. Did not hit the over. This week, however, the Bengals are playing the Saints in New Orleans. Now, when I first saw this matchup, I was like, okay, Bengals haven't been playing great, probably going to be 4 or 5 point favorites. Wrong. They're 1.5 favorites. So I'm locking up the money line at minus 125 as soon as I possibly can. There is absolutely no chance that the Bengals lose this game. Unless I'm missing some key injury somewhere, I just don't see how the Bengals lose this game.
If Higgins is out again, that kind of hurts, but I mean, they hung around with the Ravens, so how would they not go ahead and beat the Saints?
That's the thing. Like they lost to the Ravens by 2 on a game-winning field goal against Lamar Jackson. Now, if you think Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston are anything near Lamar Jackson, you can go join Jake's dad Dennis in the fucking psych ward. So, moving on to my long shots. We're counting the Adamas loss finally. I don't even want to talk about the Brewers anymore. Lions money line, loss. Raiders money line, close, but a loss. 0-3 on the long shots. This is not looking great right now. We are 4-7-1, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm down to my last legs for gambling here. I think Vegas is in bed with the NFL, and things are just all over the board right now. I can't seem to win a bet. I did my final deposit today. If things don't turn around, we're actually retiring for a little bit because I can't do this anymore.
How long's a little bit till Friday again?
No, it'll be a couple weeks.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
I'm just gonna enjoy the playoffs if we get to that for baseball, and then maybe enjoy the Packers bouncing back. I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
But the Braves lost today against the Phillies, game 1 of the DS. This now makes the Braves to win the series against the Phillies plus 130. And I know what you're thinking. They're down a game. Okay, so what? The Braves are so much better on paper than the Phillies. And I get the Phillies are hot and everything. I just don't see the Phillies pulling off 2 more wins before the Braves can get 3. I just don't see it. They're rested, everything. Give me the Braves to win that series. And then we're sticking with the young guns. The Mariners are hot. We love the Mariners. We've been on the Mariners all year. We talked about how much we love them. They're winning right now. They killed the Blue Jays in the most spectacular fashion ever. Give me the Mariners to win the series. I can't get odds on it right now because they're playing, but they're probably about to go up a game today, and I love it. Against the Astros, that's going to be big odds, I feel like. I love it.
Yeah, Mariners are just so much fun to watch. That announcer, seeing their reaction to how they made the playoffs, and then the big-time comeback.
And what a story. What a story it would be after not making the playoffs for how many years.
Right. It's been a long fucking time.
Vegas wants them.
I don't know. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of people betting against them. I mean, it's the Astros. They're
a sneaky one that I didn't take that I do like is the Guardians to win the series. Yankees look rough right now. They are super banged up. No Chapman. No LeMahieu. They lost another reliever. Just, I don't know.
Is Clay Holmes ready?
I don't think he is.
That's sneaky.
So they're down like 3 relievers.
Guardians are fun right now, too. Hey, let's get into some college football real quick. We decided to kind of change it up. Rather than recap a bunch of the games, we're just going to kind of hit the big hitters. And then we're going to talk about Michigan, Wisconsin, of course. And we're going to keep an eye on Ohio State all year just because that's going to be a big game, hopefully the last week of the year. Michigan rolled. The first quarter spread didn't hit. Me and Frankie were both on that on Saturday. Mike Hart had a seizure in the first quarter on the sideline. He's the running backs coach. He was a Michigan great back in the day. I say back in the day, it was like 2007. But he had a seizure in the first quarter, and I'm going to blame that on the first quarter spread not hitting because the players were shaking up. Did he just die? Did Coach die? Like, what happened? So,
definitely scary.
He ended up, if you look at it, it was 10-10 at halftime. Like, they looked like shit. And then there was a report that came out that Mike Hart is fine. He called the team. at halftime, and then Michigan just came out and rolled. They didn't allow another point. They had like 7 sacks or some shit. So Michigan, I think they're also kind of saving some shit. They got Penn State this week. That's a big game. You can't show all your stuff against Indiana. You don't really need to. So that's a big game. It's at home. Hopefully we come out with a dub. It's honestly our last like hard game until Ohio State. Like, I mean, MSU is always tough, but it's in Ann Arbor. Not worried. But then we got Ohio State on the road, so that's going to suck. But we saw it firsthand. Actually, why don't you hit on Wisconsin, then we'll talk about MSU and Ohio State.
I am so back on Wisconsin. Jim Leonard, I didn't watch the game again because we were at MSU. But I got a text later that night, and one of my buddies back home was like, "Yeah, I pulled up the score and saw the stat lines and was shocked. Like, Graham Mertz is legit."
Yeah, Wisconsin dominated. Final score was 42-7 on the road in Northwestern, and Mertz put up 300 yards and 5 touchdowns. So
yeah, like I get it. It's Northwestern, but I watched some of the highlights, and he was making legit throws. Like he looked good, and I think Jim Leonard just letting him kind of go and letting him do his thing is going to be huge for us. There was something that came out, one of the running backs, they asked him how it felt like to get more I don't remember how exactly it was stated. He was like, yeah, it's nice. I can just go up to the coach and be like, hey, coach, let me run it. Like, he's got trust in him. And, that says a lot for Paul Christ.
I'm not trying to get you excited, but Wisconsin could still win the West and then go get smoked by either Michigan or Ohio State.
Exactly.
But
it's something to build on.
There's nothing in the West right now. Minnesota doesn't really look as good as we thought. And I don't know. I think if Wisconsin beats Minnesota, they got a shot. Yep. So we saw firsthand, MSU is hot fucking garbage.
They reminded me why they're on my do not bet list.
They gave us a little bit of a. I had money line just because I was there. I threw I think I had to put $10 on it or something for 170 or something. So I was like, oh. And then Ohio State, of course, scored on their first drive, no problem. And then MSU stalled at the 40, but they were moving the ball. And then the next drive for Ohio State, they threw a pick six. It was tied up. It was like, holy shit, hang on a second.
It was a shocker.
And then the stadium was rocking. And then after that, it was it would get loud every third down, and Ohio State would just 10-yard slant, 10-yard slant, 10-yard slant. So
well, and every third down was the biggest play that they had.
Yep.
Every drive.
Yep. They kept getting a big play on third down. Yep.
20 yards.
Yep.
First, second, 2 yards. 2 yards. Third down, 20 yards.
Ohio State is very, very good. Hopefully those Michigan and Ohio State are both undefeated going into the last week. That would be an electric game. Probably get the game day down there. It'd be a good time. Real quick, we'll hit the other points. Bama almost lost. They had a backup quarterback. A&M, I don't know how they didn't score on that last play. It was just a terrible design. Did you see that play?
I feel like I did.
I can't even sum it up because it was so bad. It's just there's a million different things you could have done. They were from the 2. It was last play of the game. All they had to do was score and they won. And they fucked it up so royally. I could have drawn up a better play on UCLA continuing to be a wagon. They are hated on, and they just keep winning. They've been a huge moneymaker for me this year. Keep an eye on them. And then Kentucky lost to South Carolina. That was the big upset of the week. They're garbage. MLB real quick.
I'm watching the final play right now, so you can get my live reaction.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, they're from the 2.5, 3 yard line.
Yep.
They didn't go all wide. They have a running back. Not sure why. Pass right. Oh.
Yeah.
Why are you running something directly to the front of the end zone?
Yeah.
Run something across the middle.
Yep.
Give
so
some space.
They could have had the upset of the year. Bama would have dropped, and then it would have been hilarious to see the voters try to get Bama into the playoff, but didn't happen. But I'm on Bama this week. Hopefully Bryce Young is back. I should have looked into that before I took that, honestly. MLB.
What do you think of the rankings? Real quick?
Are you talking about the fact that Michigan dropped?
Well, no, just in general, how. I mean, it's a weird year in college football.
I really don't look at rankings until the playoff poll comes out because the AP poll means jack shit these days.
Well, you said everybody after 11 doesn't matter, correct?
Pretty much. That was a rough estimate.
So I'm gonna.
You're gonna bring up UCLA. I'm not saying UCLA is gonna do something. They're just a
No,
moneymaker.
no, that's not what I'm saying. What do you think about? Well, UCLA is 11, so you're
Kansas,
good there.
they're fun.
Kansas is still 19.
Kansas is gonna find a way to go below 500 this year with their remaining schedule.
What about Texas?
Texas is fun. They are not back.
They're number 23.
God damn, I want to say they're back though, dude. They are. I bet against them on Saturday like an idiot, and they won fucking 49-0. Huh?
JMU.
I mean, it's cool they got in there, but it literally means nothing. They can go undefeated, and it's the same thing as fucking UCF.
Mississippi State. Do you think they could do anything?
No.
Really?
No, it's gonna be Bama, Georgia, the winner of Michigan, Ohio State, and then I think Clemson could sneak in this year. They look good.
Yeah, I just think there's some weird teams that could still do something, even though they're not above number 11. So.
Yeah, are you trying to say Wisconsin? They're not ranked, are they?
No, they're not gonna do anything. Right. But I think teams like Texas, Mississippi State, some of those bigger schools, they could still do something.
See, this is our problem. We said we were gonna do college football fast, and we spent too much time on it again.
Well, we're done. That's all I have.
Okay, good. MLB, the Mets with the choke job of the fucking year. Oh my God, like we said last week, they blew the 10.5 game lead, and then in the wild card, they just blew their load. Max Scherzer.
Swept.
No, they didn't. It went to a game 3.
Oh, yeah.
Max Scherzer looked like shit, though. DeGrom came out, dominated. And then who pitched on Saturday?
Bassett.
He looked like shit.
Yeah.
Blue Jays also choked.
Hold up. There's been rumors that DeGrom may not be returning to the Mets.
That's awesome. I wonder where he'll go.
Because
Detroit.
He's gonna be a free agent, I believe. And everybody's saying, well, not everybody, but a lot of the writers, John Heyman specifically, is saying that the Mets absolutely should not make DeGrom one of the top paid pitchers in the league.
Dude, he gets injured all the fucking time.
I agree.
I think whoever pays him is going to regret it. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll be a big Mets thing that, holy shit, we didn't pay this guy. Now all of a sudden he's healthy. I just think he'd dominate in Detroit. So keep an eye on that one. Maybe that'll be a long shot.
It's a weak division.
Blue Jays also choked. They were up 7-1 in that game. That game 2, and they lost.
Yep.
Yeah, it was electric. Like we said, the Mariners are fun.
I mean, for the Blue Jays, at least.
At least they're young.
I don't know.
Like we'll keep saying that until Vladdy's like 38, and be like, "Oh, he's still got some years," and they're never gonna do anything.
So they were up 6-1.
7-1.
And then it was 5-6. No.
Oh. It was a 5 run.
No. 8-1.
Oh, so it was a 7-run.
Then they gave up 4 in the 6th. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I watched that game. I wasn't watching it, but that was electric.
8-1 and 9-5 at one point.
Anything? I don't really have anything else. Honestly, it's not really nothing crazy
the Cardinals,
exciting.
They suck.
Cardinals blew it too. Yep, that's true. A lot of choke jobs. Holy shit.
I think.
Yeah, but the Phillies are electric, dude. The Phillies would have beat anybody.
I think it's hungry dog season.
Hungry dogs run fast.
Dogs are barking. And I feel like, especially for baseball, you see a lot more underdogs. So I said I was on my last leg. I might just start riding underdogs. Hey. I also added a baseball thing to my do not bet list this week. So
good. All right, well, that's all we got for baseball. We'll probably have more next week with so many baseball games being played this week. NFL, the Book of Mormons, there's not much to say. Our team is literally trash. We're 2-3 now.
I think it's time to start making some moves.
We can try to trade, but there's not going to be much we can do. Our team is so bad.
We did get fucked this week. We should have won.
What are you talking about?
But we started Teddy.
Yeah, that's true. That was kind of
he got injured.
Up. That was kind of.
We only lost by 5.5 points. You're telling me Teddy wouldn't have gotten 5.5? I don't think so.
Still, though, if we got lucky that other team only put up 75.
81.
8, whatever. Oh, we had 75. Yeah. Anyways, team's garbage. Unless if we lose again, I'm just not even gonna have an update. I'll just say our record and we'll go. There's not.
We
much
also
to
have
say.
2 defenses.
We might. Yeah. That's another thing. We need to drop the Vikings. But hey, if we make a trade, we'll update you.
I think this week's going to be a big trade week for us.
Can I go off for a little bit? Just like
Sure.
give me like 2-3 minutes. I'm gonna put the mic close to my face. I am so incredibly tired of being a fucking Lions fan. Like, it is just terrible for my mental health at this point, my physical health, because every Sunday, the last two, right? The Lions blew it against the Vikings, and then Sunday against the Patriots. Like, both times, I decided to take a bunch of pre-workout, go outside, and I worked out very dangerously. No spotter on shit, trying to set PRs and shit, just taking out my frustration. That's not safe. Then you got me all hyped up watching this fucking Hard Knocks, and they are so fucking bad. Listen, I love Dan Campbell, and I'm starting to love Jared Goff, but there comes a time when you need to fucking take a pill and swallow that motherfucker and kick the fucking field goal. It's great when you go 5 for 6 on fourth down, but you know what sucks is going 0 for 6. Because they were in that fucking game right before the second half. What was it? 8-0, 16-0? I don't remember, but we were in it. I was like, okay, let's get a field goal here. Going fucking halftime. What does Dan Campbell do? 4th and 9 from the 35 or something. It was going to be a 50-yard field goal. You just got this kicker that went 4 for 4 last week. And what does he do? 4th and 9? Hey, let's fucking go for it. And what does slow-ass, old-ass Jared Goff do? He fumbles the ball and the Patriots take it back. So now it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, this is idiotic. Listen, we are the laughing stock now because your coach is playing like he's playing Madden. This is what you do in Madden. You just go for it on fourth down. I don't kick field goals in Madden. I don't punt in Madden. We start the game, the first drive, our own 45, we go for it, we turn it over. So now our defense looks like shit when really you're giving the other team a head start. They have half the field every fucking time. Like, dude, I could go out there and score a touchdown at quarterback if you give me half the field every time. And Aiden Hutchinson, I'm getting sick of his bitch ass too. I love him. He was great at Michigan. But you know what? He's only got one fucking move, and it's not good. It's a straight bull rush. He gets double teamed. Guess what? You're gone. You're done. And he can't fucking, nobody else can get in there because they're all butt. Like, yeah, great. When your 6th round pick is your best player, Rodrigo's not even that great. We just hyped him up so much because we don't have anything else. Our cornerbacks are getting paralyzed on the field. We have no safety help, and I'm just so entirely sick of it. So here's what the Lions need to do. They need to fucking draft defense. I swear to Christ, if we take a quarterback first round next year, I might be a free agent in terms of fandom. I'm so sick of this team. It's not Madden. Dan Campbell, get your head out of your ass. I love you. You're great for the morale. The players love you. But fucking figure out how to call some plays. Maybe listen to your offensive coordinator once in a while. That dude's fucking awesome. Ben Johnson. If Campbell gets fired, I want Ben Johnson as my fucking head coach. I'm so sick and tired of the going for it on fourth downs. And then last week, too, I don't even think I brought it up. You go for it on fourth down all game, and then you decide to kick a field goal when you're up by 4 already. And then guess what? You missed the field goal. Now they have a fucking shitty field to work with. You might as well just went for it last week. So obviously you can't have it both ways, Danny boy. You can't choose to kick the field goal when you want to be smart. It's fucking idiotic, and I'm sick of it. Oh, last point. Oh, your face made me forget what I was going to say. God damn it. What's your face for?
So, we'll get back to the Lions. We just had a trade go down in your fantasy league, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I'm going to look at it right now. Don't say anything yet. I'll read it. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Oh, my wow. All right, so they are trading Trevor Lawrence, Cortland Sutton, James Conner, a first and a second for Jonathan Taylor.
And 2 last-round picks.
That's a huge trade. Wow. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to think about that one.
Yeah, like, is that... I don't know if that's good or if that's a bad trade. I feel like...
Oh, I remember my point about the Lions. All right, that's enough. Nobody else is in the league. They don't give a fuck. I do this every year. I drink the Kool-Aid. I've got buckets of it ready to go. Fucking Hard Knocks hyped me up so much. But you know what I did on Sunday? I poured all that Kool-Aid out. I didn't even donate it. I just poured it out, and I'm done drinking it. I'm not even going to make an effort to watch these games anymore. I'm just going to watch Red Zone. And, hey, if the Lions win, the Lions win. If not, I don't give a fuck. So I might be a free agent. Go ahead and hit my line with any sort of fucking resume for why I should root for your team, unless it's the Steelers. I refuse to root for the Steelers because they are in a worse position than the Lions right now. So that's that. I need to be in a better mood. So how about your Packers?
Before we get to the Packers, question.
Yeah.
Are you done with Dan Campbell?
No, absolutely not. Nope. We're kind of in that toxic relationship type of deal right now, where if you had
kind of gaslighting you every week.
He's gaslighting you. You know, it'd be like if I was dating this chick, right? She's just like smoking. You know, she's real good looking, but she just does whatever she wants and like doesn't really listen to me. Like that's Dan Campbell. Like he just does whatever the fuck he wants. Like I'm not saying he's hot as fuck. He's a decent looking dude. He's pretty jacked for his age, but in terms of his personality, it's a great personality, but dude's just gaslighting the shit out of me. That's the best way to put it.
So I
Think
also
about it this
got
way.
burned.
I'm done actually. I've talked too long. Go ahead.
I also got burned this week by the Lions. I had Jamal Williams over 15.5 rushing attempts.
Oof, yeah.
He had 15 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third. He finished with 15. Mind you, the Lions also had a drive that ran 3 plays within the 5-yard line. I'm sorry, but within the 5-yard line, if you're not running the ball at least one time, that's an issue.
Well, they also ran the ball on the future drives, but it was Reynolds. So it was like, where the fuck did Jamal go? Reynolds had like 2 touches on those last 2 drives.
Jamal has been electric the last couple of weeks with Swift being out. And
even when Swift's in, he just vultures his fucking touchdowns.
So I think I actually went back and looked at it. From the 7:30 mark in the third quarter, they ran the ball twice.
Craig Reynolds.
Both with Reynolds.
Yep.
So that hurt me. Speaking of not running the ball, the Packers.
Yeah.
Listen, this was a story of 2 halves. I woke up at 9:15 to watch this game because it was in London. And the first half, I was like, wow, this is great. Before we get to the bad, I'm 100% in on Romeo Doubs. This dude might end up being a Hall of Famer. He has great hands.
What are you talking about, dude?
Just let me go.
Dude
Nope.
has played
Stop.
5
Stop.
NFL games, and
Stop.
you're like,
Just
Hall of Famer.
Just listen to me.
Listen, if he becomes a Hall of Famer, 10 years.
Stop,
listen to me real quick. If he becomes a Hall of Famer, I will cut my left testicle off. You remember that?
I will remember that.
All right.
He's a great route runner. He's got amazing hands. He's making catches that are thrown behind him by Aaron Rodgers, who doesn't trust him. He can block like a fucking offensive lineman. I see everything that Devontae Adams was in this guy. Yes.
I can't even listen to this anymore. Can we get to the part where the Packers were bad on Sunday? Like when they stopped
first half
running
was
the
great.
ball,
I was
which
fully
working
in.
fine.
I was fully in on Romeo Doubs, and Rodgers decided second half, you know what? We're only going to throw to Allen Lazard and Randall Cobb. Listen, Allen Lazard, just fine. He's a good receiver. Nothing special. Probably be a 3 anywhere else.
Yep.
Randall Cobb. Can't say he's...
Why is he even in the NFL?
I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's bad. Yeah, he should retire. I don't think he's bad. I think he's a great safety blanket to have. But he probably wouldn't start anywhere else. Maybe the Texans again. But for some reason, Rodgers does not trust the rookies, and I'm not really sure why. Like I said, Romeo Doubs looks, I think, great. We just have to trust him.
No, you know what the Packers need to do? They just need to run the damn ball. Like, you have Aaron Jones,
too. I'm
who's
sick of this
electric.
flip-flopping.
They just stopped running.
We run the ball one week, and then we say, you know what, we got to get Jones and Dillon 15 touches each. Next week, we do that. The week after, we go back to passing. And then we say, we got to run the ball more. So we go back to that. then we're back this week again with the just not running them. And I don't get it. You have 1A and 1B running backs who are probably starters anywhere else. And we're just not using them, and Rodgers isn't trusting his receivers. Like, if you're one or the other has to happen. Either you have to trust your receivers or you got to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's one or the other. And honestly, each week I'm getting closer and closer to being ready for Jordan Love.
I think that's obnoxious. Not obnoxious, actually, now that I think about it.
No, like I'm just sick of Rodgers shit. Like,
yeah.
I love him. He's a great player. He's done a ton of shit for us. Brought us some glory over the last couple of years.
He won you a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you got us one. But just, like, at this point, it's like, it's too much drama. Like, just put in Love at this point. I don't know. I think this week is going to be scary. I don't trust ourselves. So, I don't know. We got the Jets. Jets looked fiery, so we'll see.
That's about it. Other than, like, dude, concussions. Why does it seem like they're happening way more often this year? Like, I thought we were supposed to be making advancements in player safety, but then you had Teddy Two Gloves.
Where I want to touch on the Vegas being in bed with the MLB or the NFL, because Teddy gets injured, right? And wasn't a hard hit, anything, fell down. They're like, oh, you know what? He bumped his head. We're going to go take him into concussion protocol. Passes all protocols. Like, okay, great. He's going to come back out. No, the spotters who are watching video of him, not doing any tests on him, just watching videos, said, no, he was wobbly. He can't go back in. I'm sorry, what? The doctors, granted, I get they cleared Tua, but the doctors cleared him. He didn't hit his head that bad. I don't know if he even hit his head. Said he's good. But the spotters are going to tell him no.
Right.
And mind you, all of the money was on the Dolphins -3 that week. Then we get Darren Waller last night. Granted, I wasn't on it. Everybody that I follow was like, Darren Waller's going to have a huge game tonight. Chiefs don't play defense on tight ends. Darren Waller plays 5 snaps, gets injured. Standing on the sideline the entire first half, helmet on, looking like he's ready to go back in. Nope, didn't come back in, announced out at halftime. Then, what was the other one that I said? I gotta find it now. Oh, you think the money wasn't on Chiefs -7 last night, and then they called the roughing the passer?
Actually, the money
on the Chiefs to help.
Wasn't on the Chiefs last night. It was on
it was on the Chiefs money line. Whatever. I don't know. I've seen a lot of things where it's like every game there's one player that everyone's like, dude, he's gonna have a huge game, hit his props, gets injured. Naheem Hines.
This is
granted.
Hines got
actually
refunded, and he got refunded by every sports book, and he was actually like didn't know where the fuck he was. Here's my thing. This little rant you just went on about Vegas fixing or being in bed with the NFL. It's the most insane thing I've ever heard, and it's the thing you hear from a guy when you're in Vegas who swears he does this for a living. He just moved out here, and he's probably living from motel to motel, and you just look at him like, what the fuck? Like, that is not happening. It's negative happening. It's not happening. I don't want to hear about it. It would make for a pretty sweet documentary, but it's
that's
not
the thing.
happening.
Like,
I think you're just trying to blame your losses on something, but it's really just a bad streak of luck.
Probably a little bit. But also, like, all these books have now partnered with all the leagues and everything. So, like, somebody's getting money somewhere in this partnership. Throwing them a little bit to, give a point or two here or there or whatever. I don't know.
I think the Waller
feel like there
thing,
might be something.
The Waller thing and the Teddy Two Gloves thing is just like, holy shit. Like, they're getting a little bit more safer, especially the spotters. Like, their jobs are on the line. They don't want to lose their jobs. Better be safe than sorry. That's probably it, is that they're nervous. We got to get going on some Paiges picks here, though. We have a new leader, and guess who it is? Yours truly, first place. 43-36-1, 8-8 last week. Nice finish.
Is that fully updated?
This is fully updated.
Okay.
Then we had Paiges, 42-37-1, still above 500, doing great, even after a shit week last week, 5-11. Yikes. And then you've got Frankie, 39-40-1, only one game below 500, 7-9 last week, not too bad. Just need a bounce back. That's it there.
This is the week. I'm feeling it.
But I'm just going to keep taking off. I'm feeling a 14-0 this week, so let's get straight
I was
into
thinking
it.
about parlay. I'm making a money line parlay.
Let's get straight into it. Bears Commanders.
Paige has the Bears. And I am also going to go the Bears. I just don't trust Carson Wentz.
I don't trust Carson Wentz either, but I'm taking the Commanders because they're in my spider lay.
The Vegas number is at Bears -1, over under 38. It's calculated Bears -1.8 and 41 points. So the over and the Bears -1.
You agree with the spreadsheet too much, dude.
I actually do like the Bears this week.
When you put your picks together, when you're like preparing, are you looking at the spreadsheet or are you just doing it?
No, it kind of depends. Like there's some games,
dude. You can't. There's no spreadsheet.
No,
It's
so
all
last
luck.
night I did up the numbers and everything, and I kind of looked at each game and did a little bit more diving into it. So I think this week's going to be a good week, and I don't necessarily agree with all of the numbers.
All right, Jets and Packers.
Paige says, hopefully the Packers stop losing. I'll give it to them. I can't not ride with the Packers. I don't think it'll be a fun game, but I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, give me the Packers at home.
The number is -7 Packers. Has Packers -0.3. Over under set at 46.5. Has it at 42.5.
I'm betting on a tie. 49ers,
maybe.
Falcons.
Paige has the 49ers. There's still a couple games where she just doesn't have reasonings this week. She told me, she's like, I feel like I just pick the same teams every week, so like, what is there to say? Which I agree. But she's got the 49ers in that one. I'm also going to take the 49ers. They just look too good right now.
I'm on the Falcons.
Okay. Do you have any reasoning?
Pretty much just the fact that they kept it close with the Bucks, and they're at home, and Patterson will most likely be back. Pitts will probably be back. Yeah, give me the Falcons. I think they're going to be one of those teams.
Is Pitts really back, though?
I think so. I
I
think Patterson is...
he'll play, but
No, definitely not. I just do Drake London. He's just so good. The Falcons' offense is, decent. Their defense is
it's
decent.
sneaky.
They're not going to do anything, but they're going to... The 49ers are just so mediocre to me, honestly.
Yeah. Spreadsheet. Niners -5.5 has -5.1. Over under 43 has it at 41. So the under is the only play in that game.
All right. Patriots Browns.
Paige has the Patriots. I like the Browns. Just run game too good. Saw it last week. They played a close game. They lost, but run game's just too good.
I'm taking the Browns too. I think the Bailey Zapp tour is over.
Honestly, what do you think of him? Do you think he'll be something?
No. I think he earned a role as a career backup, kind of like a Brian Hoyer type.
Yeah.
Or maybe even like a Cooper
that.
Rush, where when he comes in, he somehow just wins games, but he doesn't put up stats. I mean,
can see that, yeah.
It was the run game that carried him against the Packers, and it's the Lions, so I don't give a fuck. It means nothing.
The run game was really fucking good this week too for the Lions game too.
Yeah.
So, spreadsheet. Browns -3 has it at -0.3 for the Browns. And then over under 42.5 has it at over 46. I also wanted to talk about that. I said last week I wouldn't take a Browns over, and I didn't, and then they crushed the over.
Yeah, they smashed it.
Just my luck.
Bengals Saints.
Paige has the Bengals. Yeah, that's my lock. There's no chance the Bengals lose this game.
Bengals as well, I agree.
This 100% is going to be in Paige's parlay, by the way. Spreadsheet has it's Bengals -1.5. It has Bengals -3.2 over under 44. It's calculated to 44.
Ravens Giants.
Paige says, so this is one where she actually had something written up. She says, I hate them both. Haven't really ever bet on either of them to win. Giants, ? I want you to go ahead for this one.
So I initially had the Ravens, and I just kind of want to keep riding the Danny Jones train, so I'm going to take the Giants.
Damn it, dude. I also wanted to take the Giants.
Then go for it.
Okay, I will.
So
all three of us are on the Giants, by the way.
That's kind of insane, but I just didn't. The Ravens didn't look very good last week, man.
The Ravens' defense is statistically one of the worst defenses right now.
Well, and I've got a buddy that is a huge Danny Jones guy. I don't really know why, but he calls him the White Michael Vick, and just because I think he's hit his over on rushing every game this year, and he bets it every week. So, but I'm a believer, and Saquon's back. They have no receivers, but Saquon has just been killing it. Their defense is decent. It's crazy. So.
Yep, the spreadsheet has it's Ravens -5, has it as Ravens -1.1, over under 43.5, set to 45. So over and the Giants.
Panthers, Rams.
She said Rams pride. I'm gonna take the Panthers.
See,
Hear me out.
This is why you're in
Hear me
last
out.
place. Yeah, go ahead. Give your reasoning.
Panthers fired Matt Rule, new head coach coming in. PJ Walker, if you don't know who PJ Walker is, former XFL quarterback, my favorite XFL quarterback, and Christian McCaffrey. Rams look like asshole right now,
Rams defense still looks good,
but Christian McCaffrey.
but the Rams have like top 5 rush defense.
Oh well,
I don't know how you can. I don't know how you're going to take a team that just fired their head coach and D coordinator, and they're trying to trade McCaffrey.
because it's the heart that matters. From the
I will
players.
say PJ Walker might be a better quarterback than Baker. I think earlier in the year I did say that Baker was underrated, and I think he's perfectly rated. He is bad.
fair.
I'm on the Rams as well.
I wish I would have looked at this earlier. So it's set at Rams -11. Spreadsheet has Panthers -0.7. I did not intentionally do that. And then it's over under 41, calculated to 41.
All right. Cowboys, Eagles.
Page says Cowboys, hee. I'm on the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, it's Eagles
How
till
can
they
you
lose.
not be right now?
And Dak's back, so you already know the Cowboys are going to lose. But how can you not?
Oh, true.
How can you not take the Eagles until they lose? I mean, they're what?
Is it confirmed
5-0?
he's back this week? For sure.
Not confirmed, but it's looking like it. I think he's questionable now rather than out.
Do we have a quarterback controversy?
Absolutely. Dak's playing if he's starting.
Well, that's not a quarterback controversy.
Oh, I thought you meant on our fantasy team.
Oh.
No,
No.
there is no controversy. I had this conversation yesterday. Cooper Rush has been carried by the defense. Dak will get carried by the defense.
That
Cooper
defense
Rush
is amazing.
Cooper Rush hasn't put up stats. He made plays when he needed to. Cooper Rush is a great backup to have, but it's going to be Dak. Spreadsheet.
Fair. Spreadsheet has it's Eagles -5, has Eagles -2.6, over under 42, calculated 39.
Jaguars, Colts.
Page says Colts, and I just don't trust the Colts. I don't trust the Jags either. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Jags.
I'm taking the Colts. The Jags looked like the Jags last week. I mean, you played the Texans, who have the worst defense in the league, and you only put up 13. So, give me
Okay,
the Colts.
but have you heard the stat about the Jags and the Texans?
Nope.
Since last year, the Texans only have like 3 wins, I think.
Yep.
All 3 against the Jags.
That means nothing to me. It's just a fluke.
Exactly, just a fluke. Jags are back.
Okay, that's fair enough. I just proved your point, I guess.
Fuck me, dude. Colts are -2. Spreadsheet has Jags -5.6. Over under 42, set at 35.5.
Okay.
I made this up last night, and I didn't even... Okay.
Vikings, Dolphins.
Page has can't bet against the Dolphins. They're so cute.
Okay.
Yep, Dolphins are dead. It's the Vikings.
Yep. You ever seen that video of that dolphin getting mauled by like a seal or something? Or maybe a shark?
Where he gets thrown up in the air by the orca.
That's what it was, the orca. Yep. So
Yep.
that's what the Vikings are going to do to the Dolphins this week. Give me the Vikings.
I don't think it'll be a blowout, but
The Vikings
The
by 2
Vikings-
touchdowns.
no. The Vikings just can't hold on for big wins.
Yeah, they can.
Vikings are -3 right now. That's your lock. Has it at Vikings minus 2.9. Over under 45. It's at 46.5.
Bucks and Steelers.
She says, absolutely disgusting. Hate them both. Bucks. Yeah, I hate both too. But you can't bet against the Bucks here.
There's nothing that needs to be said. The Steelers are so bad. Give me the Bucks.
This might... I'll wait until after we're done here. But, yeah, the Steelers are horrible.
Yeah.
Spreadsheet, it's right now Bucks minus 8.5. It's minus 7.1. Vegas spread 43.5, calculated to 39.
Your spreadsheet has an underdog problem. Likes all the underdogs, and that's a problem.
Well, it's not necessarily. I mean, it's just hard to when you're taking
hard to make
averages.
A spreadsheet that can somehow predict
well, like this
games.
This is a very basic spreadsheet, so it's just averages.
What you need
so
to
it's
do,
not showing any trends or anything.
What you need to do is calculate expected value, right? And then you can set a percentage for this is a positive EV play, and then that'll tell you. Rather than just, oh, hey, I like this team, spreadsheet agrees, I'm going to take it. No. Actually, that's how I've been betting, basically, is just, hey, I like this team, but not without the spreadsheet. But that's just, I've been doing fine, too. I mean, I'm up in the last 2 weeks, so.
I haven't really followed it. I've just been keeping track of how it's doing.
Cardinals, Seahawks.
Paige says the Cardinals. Yeah, I want the Cardinals too. The defense is better than the Saints.
Talk about the spreadsheet real quick. I gotta look something up.
Okay. The Cardinals are currently minus 2.5. Has them at minus 0.9. The over-under, another push on the over-under. It's at 51. Calculated to 51.
Give me the
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I mean, Vegas is just on it. Because of Geno.
Not even just Geno. It's just Geno.
Yeah.
They're going to pass a lot. Penny just went down. Walker looks like he could be electric. I saw him in college. Dude's a beast. Fucking give me the Seahawks. Cardinals look like a letdown this year until they get D-Hop back. So
I put on our records here. So when we put each team or who has what, I have Cardinals, me, Cardinals, Jake, Geno. You just have Geno.
I love it. I love it.
This might be the most exciting game of the week.
Bills and Chiefs. That's going to be a fucking shootout.
Paige has the Bills. I also have the Bills.
Am I allowed to just say I want the over? Because I will be hammering the over. I don't give a fuck what it's at. Give me the over.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. The spreadsheet actually has the under.
I don't give a fuck.
Absolutely not. I cannot touch the under for this game.
No, and it's Sunday night, dude. It's another great. Yeah. It's another one of those great player prop games. I'm just gonna be hammering shit left and right. I've got the Bills. I don't think I said it. I got the Bills.
Yeah. Once we finish this, I have 2 quick questions for you.
Okay.
Spreadsheet.
Yeah, you said that. You said it's got
Bills.
The under.
Bills are minus 2.5 right now. It has Bills minus 5, which it's not fully updated. The Chiefs stats from last night are not put in. So
Broncos Chargers on Monday night. Another fucking primetime game for the Broncos. Before we get into this, why the fuck do the Denver Broncos have so many primetime games? I get it. It was cool. They got all this talent on offense. Judy's healthy. Javonte and Russ. Why can't we flex some shit, though? Russ is butt. The Broncos are butt. I'm sick of watching them on primetime. I haven't watched the last 2. I'm so sick of it. Fuck the Broncos. Get them out of there. Flex them out. You should have put Lions-Vikings. That would have been electric. Lions-Eagles would have been electric. Fucking Lions-Patriots, that would have sucked. So I'm glad that one didn't happen. Lions-Commanders. Lions-Commanders. That's a perfect Thursday night game. Lions-Commanders.
No.
Perfect Thursday night game.
That's a Thanksgiving game.
No, bullshit.
Come on. That's not your middle of the afternoon Thanksgiving nap game.
No, Lions-Bears usually is. I don't know. I thought that was a tradition.
Same fucking thing.
You know what's going to suck this Thanksgiving, though? I just thought about it. We've got the fucking Bills. I have to watch us get slaughtered on national television, and all the tweets are going to be going, wow, this team's really bad, blah, 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 blah.
At least you got a primetime game.
That's not primetime. It's at noon. That doesn't count.
It's the only game on, so it's prime.
No, prime time is 8 o'clock. And it should have been Lions Commanders because it would have been our only fucking win, and it would have been prime time, and it would have been, oh, this Lions team's going to be fucking frisky. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, go ahead. Who do you got? Broncos, Chargers. Another Broncos game.
Chargers.
I've got
Chargers.
the
I'm
too.
sick of the Broncos.
What's Paige got? God,
Oh,
man.
Paiges Chargers.
I had a Mike Hart moment there.
Jeez. Right now it's Chargers -5. Spreadsheet has Broncos -0.9. Over under's 45.5, and it has 41.5. I just don't see. Jesus. I just don't see how this. I don't know. Chargers defense is fucking wild. They don't blow teams out.
All right, your 2 questions. Hit me.
First question. This debate's been going on at work right now. Who do you think are the top 2 teams in the NFL right now?
Like AFC, NFC, or just the 2 best
Nope,
teams?
just top 2.
Bills?
Yep, agreed.
As of right now, or who I think will like finish as the top 2 teams?
Right now.
As of right now, it's Bills, Eagles.
Thank you. Yes. See, everybody's been. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. One guy has been saying it's Bills, Chiefs, and Chiefs are number 1, and I just don't see that.
I don't agree with it, but I can see why you would argue that. I mean, it's Mahomes; he's great, but they did lose to the Colts, who are butt. So Eagles are undefeated. Their
Exactly.
offense is electric.
That's-
Their defense is
that's
good.
what I'm
They've got a
saying.
great O line. It's the Eagles, Bills without a doubt.
And then we got a couple more minutes. I said I wanted to do this last week. We're doing it right now. It's time for the division winners parlay.
Oh Jesus!
We're gonna do this quick. So we got AFC East. Bills are winning that, no question.
Yep.
NFC West. Niners.
No, absolutely not. Give me the Rams.
You think?
They will find a way to win that division. Niners won't.
Okay. NFC North.
Give me the Vikings.
Vikings are actually favored right now.
Yep.
AFC West.
Chiefs.
I think you have to go Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah.
AFC South. Actually, let's skip that. We'll come back. We'll do that one last.
Mm-hmm.
NFC South. Bucks.
Yeah.
NFC East.
Eagles.
AFC North. Bengals.
Ooh. That'll be a fun one down the stretch.
So Ravens are -225. Bengals are +400 right now.
Yeah, if you wanted to get crazy, take the Bengals, but I think the Ravens have a better chance. The Bengals O-line is just really showing how shitty it is.
I guess, I mean, if DJ Moore gets traded, what if he shows up for the Ravens?
They would win the division easy. Lamar would actually get the ball to him.
What if he shows up to the Packers?
All right, we need to hurry up.
Okay, so AFC South. Titans, Colts, Jags.
Titans.
All right. Parlay is plus 16,257. $5 to win 817.87.
Wow, I might go hit that. Shit.
I was gonna do it last week. The odds were a lot better, but I wanted to get.
Was
one
that
more
with the
game under
Bengals or the
belt.
Ravens?
Bengals. So if we
see.
flip and put the Ravens.
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna be that guy.
Ooh. Ravens plus 4,625. $5 to win 236.
I'm gonna put 100 on it.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Do not bet list. I got 2 quick ones, and then you can go because you probably have a couple. I've got the Lions.
Nope, I have 2.
I've got the Lions because I'm done with them. And I've got London unders because the first game I took the over, and it was great. And then
We locked it in.
the second game, I took the under, and it wasn't even close. Actually, I guess it was close, but it didn't hit. So I'm done with a Lunder. Lunders don't happen anymore. What do you got?
Actually, the Lunders do happen, just not in Tottenham Stadium.
Come on.
Fun fact.
Who's
Anyways.
on your do not bet list?
Nerfies, no run first innings. We're done with them.
Yeah.
I got fucked
Yeah.
twice
Twice
today
today.
on those.
Yeah.
Listen, it's playoffs. Everything's going out on the fucking table. Nuts on the table. we're not doing Nerfies anymore. Not touching it. Just not worth the risk right now.
What about Nursies?
And then Nersies, those are fine.
Oh, really? Even though it didn't hit today and it fucked us?
That was only once.
Okay.
Nersies
are on the hot seat.
Nersies, no run second inning, are on the hot seat. So, last thing on my do not bet list, boosted odds. It's a trap every single time. I don't know if there's been a boost that I've hit all year. And it makes sense because Vegas is boosted so that you put up a whole bunch of money on it. They know there's better value on the other side. That's it.
All right. You got roulette loaded up?
I'm getting it loaded up right now.
We've got a number change for Tubbs this week.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, where'd it go?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm getting
And I would have walked 500 miles, and I would have walked 500.
Should we play with sound this week?
No, don't test it. I don't think it works.
All right, lightning roulette.
Splitting, correct? Splitting forever, right?
Yep.
Okay.
How much should we go on it?
It's up to you. It's your money. But I want number 20 for my boy Mike Hart. He just had a seizure. R.I.P. Well, he's not dead. Thoughts and prayers. We're going 20 for Mike Hart.
So we just missed a spin, so we have to wait.
If it's 20, I'm not taking Mike Hart.
All right, I'll let you watch this.
What were you going to take?
I think I'm sticking with 23.
Ooh, 2 for Blake Corum. I should add that to. Dude, I only like black numbers. I always take black numbers. Oh my God, it's red. 32. All right.
32.
It's a weird number.
All right. Yeah, I'm going 23.
Jordan.
You're going 20.
20.
Look at that board.
Oh yeah, it's meant to be. One of these is hidden.
Should we put something on second 12?
No.
Okay, fine.
Because we're not. I mean, you can if you want, but we won't split that.
I did.
Come on, give me a 20 and a 23, both in lightning, and then. Oh, here we go. 23.
Oh, second 12. Oh, 4 numbers.
23.
23.
All right, what X is that? I can't see it.
Come on.
Is that 100X?
I don't know.
Hit 23, God damn it. Why not? 23. Why not? One time.
I need it.
One
it
time.
bad.
Nope. Single digit. 8.
8.
Oof. Tough. Well, man, it always sucks when we lose because it's not fun. We've only hit once. We're due.
I wish I could have seen what the boost was on 23.
So due. It was 3 digits, so it was at least 100X. Well, hey, all right.
Oh, there's a double bonus spin roulette. That sounds fun.
Gross. Everybody, have a great weekend. Let's hit some tanks, adore some tutties. Go blue. Big game against Penn State. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a review, and we'll catch you next week.
Stay tuned. I got some bets coming to the Twitter this week.
Don't follow him. He's been trash. See ya.
Last leg.